Hey everybody, welcome back to Formula 1 2019 in our Ferrari career mode race here at Monaco. I hope you all had a good winter break there as I took a little trip over Christmas and New Year and then extended that in that I got a pretty nasty cold here this week, and now we're even later into the year as we pick things back up in Monaco. Not the greatest combo there. Still very much so getting over my cold. I might not be extremely talkative today because I don't know how much voice I have actually gotten back just yet. But I'm going to try my best and try my best not to continue the tradition of doing really, really bad at Monaco. I think I've only ever had one good race here in the dozens or so that I have done in the last basically decade now. I realize now how long it's been that I've been playing these Formula 1 games. It's pretty wild, but I don't think I've particularly gotten better at this particular track. I do hope to be able to make it out of Q1. That was not very good through there. Which is not good because Sector 1's usually my better sector. I hate this turn. It's such a hopeless feeling turn. These cars were not meant for this. Through the tunnel. We'll wait for Jeff to try to talk to us through the tunnel, as is tradition. Brakes a little bit early there. I need to get more of the curb on the chicane there as well. Oh man, had a lift there. That's no good. Just not a very clean lap, but it wasn't a disaster of a lap. Verstappen coming out right in front of us is a disaster. I don't know that we're going to have opportunity. Yeah, we get by. I was going to see about doing 2 laps, if for nothing else, but to get a little bit more practice under my belt.
2 laps of fuel left.
These tires generally do have a couple laps of okay times in them. You'll hear the engine clicking away as I chose not to put a new ICE in for this weekend. There's an additional surprise for this weekend in store for us, and that is it's gonna be a rain race in Monaco, apparently. Happy New Year. Thanks, Codemasters. Appreciate it. That was actually a beautiful amount of curb usage through there. If I could repeat that every lap, I'd be golden. Very nice. Yeah, for a second lap, it really did come together. But look at the tire temps. They get... Let me get out of the way here. Well, I guess we got some payback on Verstappen there. Oh no! No! Oh, well, I guess we deserve that. I couldn't have moved over anymore. As I suspected, we dropped down a little bit there in Q1. And let's just keep looking at that +5 position thing there. That's gonna suck. Alright, here we go. Let's go for a Q2 run. Don't have to worry about saving tires since it's going to be a rainy race. We can do back-to-back laps if we need to. I do think the car has pretty good speed in it, if I can click a lap together. A little bit of a tire slide there. I did a lot of practice. I've had a lot of time since I haven't been able to record. So I've actually just been running laps in Monaco. Maybe will help us. Probably not. I mean, those were pretty clean lines through there. A little bit too much curb shake, but not too bad. Really had to chase it through there, but it was a good clip. Understeer there. I'd love to get down into the 10s. I think that's where pole's going to be. Alright, an 11-4. Apologies, my voice is definitely not completely back yet. Trying to get out of the way of Seb. I don't want to do the same thing again. We did it. Alright, not too bad. Making it through to Q3. Very close times up at the top. 11-3, 11-3, 11-4, 11-4, 11-4, 11-4, 11-5, 11-5. It's all under a blanket there. Alright, now it's time for Q3. I predict we'll have some 10s, maybe some 9s, I don't know. Not this lap, though. I just lost the front real bad there. And one mistake around Monaco is basically lap over. Lost those really bad there as well. And then I clipped the guardrail. This has been no good at all. Try not to bend the car here. Oh, only a 12-2? Must be an outlap or something. 11-8. Oh man. Yeah, that's not gonna count. Well, alright then. We'll put new tires on and try again. Alright, much better line through turn 1 this time. A little bit of a push there, but not too bad. Oh, that was nice. Just the right kind of lock-up that helps it rotate. Oh, that was downright perfect through there. Ah, but I caught big understeer off the curbs there. Man, there's been certain parts of this lap that were perfect. It's a shame it wasn't good all the way down. Oh, an 11-0. Well, if they don't go in the 10s, we're going to be on the pole. But I have a feeling they're going to be in the 10s. We shall see. This car is really fast here. Like, this is definitely the best car I've ever driven in Monaco.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
It's just a shame that A, we're going to start 5 places back no matter what. And B, it's going to rain. And C, we're going to bend the car at some point in the race.
Qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Leclerc, red, and Nico Hülkenberg. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Well, damn. Why did it have to be Leclerc that beat us? And Vettel, we're still going to be starting ahead of Vettel, who is just not really showing any pace here this weekend. Kind of strange. But yeah, Leclerc down in the 10-9 range, as I suspected. And now we move on to the race, where hopefully they lied about the rain. They didn't lie.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, with Nico Hülkenberg alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have
Williams,
Hamilton, Bottas, Pierre Gasly, and Vettel, red, Ricciardo, Raikkonen and Lando Norris, Sainz, Verstappen, Devon Butler and Giovinazzi, Perez, Stroll, Roman Grosjean and Alexander Albon. Kubica and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, don't try anything silly into one. It's going to be crazy in there. Just do your best to stay out of trouble.
Apparently I'm not very good at math. Vettel is starting right ahead of us here. 55-minute projected race time. Enters the whole race. Light rain the whole race. Nothing to even look at there. All we gotta do is do it. Alright. Probably very low RPM launch here. Oh, good freaking lord, the lights were quick. I couldn't get my RPM right. Luckily, nobody had anywhere to go in turn one. I'm unsure if I got touched there or if the car was just getting loose, but something happened. Can't even see the turn down here. Luckily, no damage. Yet. But just you wait. I'm very optimistic. Whoa, easy, buddy. Look, Gasly. Massive wheel spin at like 10% throttle. Just for the briefest moment there, had my foot to the floor. Alright.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Jeez. Been pretty lucky so far to not clip wings. This is really hard to do. Not just that it's like, oh, rain at Monaco, haha, hard to do. Also, no rain in practice, no rain in qualifying. And then going against AI that don't have a learning curve, like, they only know what pace is achievable in conditions. They don't have to try to learn and adjust to them. I've talked about that at length in the past, about why I think the rain effects in these games is not fun to deal with. I'm gonna make dozens of mistakes per lap. They're never gonna make a single one in this race. Like that one there. Let's get out of high energy mode, huh? No need for that. I'm alright with riding where we're at. If I can have no pressure from behind, I'm okay. I just want to race the track.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
He says at least. The forecast was the whole race. Sorry if I sound funny. Needed a cough drop because I was already losing my voice after qualifying. I was half tempted to just wait another week. And then I remembered it's Monaco and I was like, eh.
We're accumulating some wear on the MG.
Just get it over with.
To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
This is kind of the worst case scenario. I'm not feeling great.
Right, we have a very worn-out MG.
It's Monaco.
Battery charge speed is
It's
so
raining, so the bit rate's gonna look awful.
forced to retire.
So everyone that actually watches this race, you get a sticker. It's an imaginary sticker, but you got it. Use it well. Feels like the tires are getting slippier, but I think they're just getting cold. The pace is so slow. 79 degrees in the front. Yeah, that's freezing. These tires, anyway. 79 degrees C is still like really, really hot in reality. You'd have to have some real road rage to get your street tires that hot. Alright, let's not go to engine mode 4 ever again. It's just the field stringing out or what, but it doesn't feel like it's raining as hard. Maybe it's just not as much mist. Overdrove turn 1. Oh boy. Yep. We're getting ourselves a pretty good dry line around the track. It's good and bad. A bit more predictable, but can be harder on the tires. I'm gonna go sliding through there at least once in this race. Anytime I do a sector in clean traffic, I set a purple. Real bummer we got that penalty, because I feel like we had a car that could have rode up there in a podium position this race otherwise. A little bit of blue sky up there. Turn, please. I'm always tempted to turn the wheel beyond the soft lock there to like try to will it to turn more. Doesn't do anything, but it makes you feel better. Like a glove. Aw. I thought he was going to stay over there. He did not.
Okay, watch the aggression, please. We don't want to lose places because of a penalty.
Well, wasn't exactly how I thought this was going to come undone, but it came undone eventually. I looked at the map and there was just enough of a gap to try and back up through there. I thought he was going to stay to the inside of the track and let me in, though. He did not do that.
We're looking at some gearbox wear. Try to keep your number of shifts to a minimum.
How many freaking warnings has Jeff given me about wear stuff this race? Entirely too many is how many. So much for being out of the mist. Where in the world could I possibly pass these cars back?
Engines showing
Nowhere.
signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Please stop. Oh man, they're so much slower than the cars I was following. It's killing me. There's nowhere to pass. And because they, like I said, they never make mistakes. They never spin tires. They never lock up brakes. There's no opportunity there unless I do something silly. If they weren't nose to tail, I feel like that's a spot where I'd have a way to get by. Because they're nose to tail, they block me. Yeah, right. There's just no way. There's no way to get up alongside them there. Once you get right behind them, there's zero visibility. Not gonna happen. We're just permanently stuck where we are. Come on, let me through.
check your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay, copy that.
I like the idea of short fitting. So I'll undercut these two like mad. All I have to do is turn in a simple lap. Really. They're holding me up so much. And then I'll be in clear air as well. We're so far back from the leaders. We should be out in clear traffic for a lap as well. Just trying to get enough of a run to get up beside him. Can't fault me for not trying.
We've lost one of the gears. The transmission is significantly damaged. We're down a gear.
I don't know which gear it is, probably fourth. In the rain, that's not a bad deal. Just trying to be creative with my lines here. Fifth gear. That's who cares?
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
Yoink! Sometimes you just gotta send it. And we sent it. It's a huge gap up to 10th place there, unfortunately, so even if I get around Stroll, I'm in trouble. Nice. I blocked him down to the inside there. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, don't forget about the gear being gone. Alright, how far away is Signs? Pretty dang far. Well, that might be the rest of the race, is just trying to close that gap back in. Assuming I can actually get away from these guys. Seems like we should be able to. Oh yeah. I think they get so preoccupied with blocking each other that they just screw up their lines, even though blocking each other is completely unnecessary here, because nobody can pass anybody unless they do completely stupid things that are unblockable. I know Codemasters would rather I just die or something, but I really do wish they would actually take some time to run some Monaco races and see, alright, maybe we need to work on our AI a little bit here, huh? Seems like we got some shortcomings. And I get the feeling they're just gonna go, it's Monaco, it's good enough. It's only one race out of the season, right? We don't need AI that works. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that group, but I just absolutely left them by like 6 seconds. Yeah, something is horribly wrong with them. I certainly didn't take any wings off or anything. It's so tempting to overdrive now that I can see. The reality is, it's still pretty darn slippery out here. I was kind of curious if that would happen. If once we got out of the traffic, we would start setting fast laps. So as of now, we're just denying somebody else that point, but it'd be cool to get up in the top 10 and claim that point. Like I said, this car's really good here. I feel like if it had been a dry race weekend, and if I had like an ounce of skill, this was a potentially race-winning car for here. Or maybe even in the wet, if I hadn't...
Okay, mind you don't get caught out on this set of boots. We have started to notice some wear. We should be okay for a bit longer.
I noticed they fixed the tunnel, oh yeah. Even if I hadn't hit Verstappen in qualifying and started further up front, maybe I'd be in better shape. Wouldn't stop me from making mistakes, though. Seconds to Stroll. What in the world? He must have some damage or something that's holding that pack up. I'd love to see what we're doing with signs. It's hard to see. My eyes are elsewhere on the track. Still 12, the signs, yeah. So we're not reeling him in that much. I'm still driving it though. I'm giving it everything I got. Gave it too much. Frick. It was lap 15. Lap 15 was the lap where we finally took wing off.
Be careful with the front wing.
Oh, quite a bit of it too. She's real upset now. I'd say we probably want to replace that on our pit stop. Oh, well, now we have to. Dang. It was going pretty...
2 laps until the pit window. You'll be on inters for the next stint.
It was going pretty well, other than, you know, the stupid little spin. But we are very screwed now. Luckily, we have a huge gap behind us. We don't have to worry about being passed, taking a wing. Oh man, it just that.
Damage to your wing, damage to your wing.
I'm sorry, but like,
to change it. A new strategy
if you're going 40 miles an hour, the damage to the wing isn't doing anything. Like, the front wing of this car is providing nearly 0 downforce at the speeds of like the carousel at Monaco. That is a lie. We have determined that is a lie. Hey, there's my wing. This might be too early to stop. For one stopper, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. 16 to 39, yeah, that's pretty early.
Exit now.
We do indeed get a pretty big gap, so no worries of being passed here. But I don't think we have a hope unless there's a DNF of getting top 10. This might be,
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
This might be the point at which I cut the race, because it's going to be freaking boring from here, because there is... Well, they're pretty close to me. Maybe let's see that I can actually drive away from them. But if I do, then it's probably time. And they still have to stop as well. You'd imagine we're gonna reset that fast lap here, assuming I drive well enough. God, they're so slow. What in the world? He has to have a broken wing or something and is holding that field up. That has to be the case. Because I wasn't closing on signs that fast, but I'm leaving Stroll that fast. Purple sector 2. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We can lock up the front tires and nearly take the wing off again. That's what we can do. We can hit the wrong button and look to our left. We can do that. It really doesn't feel that much better, but apparently it is better. Much better. Oh, buddy. Much too fast into there. Still, though. Alright, I need to just chill, take it easy, conserve my energy, and just drive the rest of this race out, I think.
Engine off, engine off.
It wasn't even an exciting way to crash. I honestly just hit that wall, and I swear that it's honestly out of boredom. Like, I was so... Oh, I wasn't even concentrating on the lap. Oh my god, I hate Monaco so much. I hate it. I should just post this, like, unlisted.
A great win then for the Alfa Romeo have been winning fans the world over with their brilliant driving, showing that they're a force to be reckoned with out there on the track. They'll certainly be building on that fan base after today's excellent results.
Alright, well,
now let's take a look
Monaco's
at the
over with.
standings.
That'll
Now,
score
let's
some
discuss,
points.
Ant, who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Well, I certainly didn't have any complaints with Kevin Magnussen's performance today.
Good, Hamilton didn't score many.
Driving.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing.
Yeah,
Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Oh, we don't even get highlights because we crashed. I didn't know that. Have we never crashed before? Is this our first DNF in 2019? I don't know. Huh. Well, there was no highlights here. Oh, Leclerc took our fast lap too. Must have dried out later in the race. We'll be back next week for a real race. Bye.